kicker Dustin Hopkins set to get this one going. And off we go from... And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's... go at quarterback.
Is it okay if I give him a few props right here? Do you mind?
I think he's earned it. Go ahead.
Okay, how about a guy who was a two-time walk-on, who later became a two-time Big 12 Player of the Year, has the most touchdown passes in Big 12 history with 129, a Heisman Trophy into his credit, and took his team to the college football playoff semifinal twice while at Oklahoma.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
That's good for a Cleveland.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
10 at the 41-yard line.
A run here with Dearness Johnson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
40-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led by their veteran quarterback. He's been in the league for a while, since 2005, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. Oh, the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Gain of 15. 1st down, Washington.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Fitzpatrick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fitzpatrick. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
For Washington.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that... And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Chubb.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper.
Mayfield's
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. makes it 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Kadero Hodge has it complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
49-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to D'Ernest Johnson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports.
Tied 3-3.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And 3.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The score remains.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got to be disappointed with that effort.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
That's good.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick slings this deep for McLaurin. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Grant Delpit on the coverage.
To throw again. Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
36-yard line.
Dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 43 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Johnson's on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that?
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine Donovan Peoples-Jones, but it'll be 2nd down.
Landon Collins on the coverage.
Mayfield now. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Mayfield with it once more. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away.
A 54-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Score Browns 20.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
So we reach halftime, and what's been and now due to apparent time constraints, We fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Washington 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Fitzpatrick, and he's going to go down again. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback that you're
and down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Throwing on second and long. Fitzpatrick looking long for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On second down, Fitzpatrick again. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Complete to Logan Thomas.
25 yards that time.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And again, it's Chubb. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Defense owned that sequence, kept them right around the goal line.
How about a 3-play sequence where they did exactly as you described, owned every play, got them backed up, now they're going to get the football back. Personally, I don't rush the punter here. I play punt safe, let them punt it to me, and give my offense great field position.
Yeah, if you play your cards right, you can be in plus territory pretty quickly here. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception. Is incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with?
13.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Wow.
It goes without saying, but
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
no doubt about it.